Hello, my name is John DeRoyan. This is the final vlog in a series of vlogs for the media and culture class under Chan Sakura. And today I will be covering Rhetorical Act, Chapter 10, um, Opportunities and Challenges Writing with Rhetoric, and Chapter 2, Identity in the Reading Pop Culture textbook. So, I'm going to begin with the Reading Pop Culture textbook today, and first I want to put my focus on Cepeda's essay on the N-word flourishing among Generation Hip Hop Latinos. Why should we care now? I've chosen this primarily because I want to refer back to something I discussed in the last vlog, and this is challenges facing the rhetor regarding their audience. The topic. And what's interesting is the manner in which he navigates a very touchy subject, that is a racial slur, is actually tactful in such a way that it really shows one of the best ways to tackle a difficult topic through rhetoric. He doesn't try to over abstract things or beat around the bush, that is, avoid engaging the subject directly. Rather, he still manages to tackle it head on, but he just does it with a degree of nuance and understanding that helps us really see where he's coming from. He considers all of the social and political contexts that lead to this phenomena amongst Latino people. And he certainly comes from a background where he's qualified to discuss this. So naturally, it's not necessarily easy. You can't really just do this on a whim. But at the same time, he seems to have this model for tackling a difficult subject that I think is very useful for people engaged in rhetoric who want to improve the way they engage with touchy subjects like this. Similarly, Sue covers topics such as white America regarding aspects like this. Same with Gladwell, although Gladwell is a strange case because I would argue against some of his odder statements regarding genetics affecting the way people engage with sports. I think he might have been able to communicate that a little better. As for Armstrong, I definitely agree with his point. And just to engage with the prompt about arguments for this discussion, Armstrong seems to take this stance that being a poser is something that should actually be considered positive. Well, his thing is strange because in some respects, I definitely agree with him. I think people get a lot of value. I feel like I've gotten a lot of value from dabbling in a variety of subjects, but this is a big but. Armstrong has an odd definition of poser that might not necessarily line up with more traditional definitions. I mean, look at it this way: isn't a poser isn't an inherent aspect of the role of poser sort of faking an interest in something? If you're dabbling, that's not necessarily faking an interest in something. That's still realistic interest in a given subject. So in some aspects, I disagree with the definition of the word, but I definitely agree that, yes, dabbling is an important part of character building. Lastly, I will cover the Rhetorical Acts chapter on the rhetor's ethos and the rhetor's opportunities and challenges. Now, this is a distinct chapter because he's also covering opportunities. The author is covering opportunities as well as challenges. So it is important to consider that you might have prior experience in a subject that can help you a lot in garnering trustworthiness and expertise. And also appearance is a big part of it. So your experience also is a double-edged sword because you have your own biases that might hurt the credibility of your speech, and you might have your own lapses of knowledge that might mean that your speech is not complete in its knowledge. But either way, there are things you can make use of regarding looking at yourself as someone who is delivering rhetoric. So Yes.